as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check. 180. Check. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Gotta hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Newton gonna hand it off to McCaffrey. He finds an opening past the 40. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And personally, what a start for him to get in the end zone from that distance here on the first drive.
And it has the defense tearing up their defensive goals for the game, doesn't it? Because nowadays, when we talk to all the coaches, they don't talk about limiting yards per carry and those things. They just talk about limiting explosive plays, whether it's through the air or on the ground. And anything an explosive play on the ground, usually, 10, 12-yard runs? This one was way more than that. They've got to go back to the drawing board and try and shut it down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Undercut. 13.
Fournette running out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13. Under.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Check. It's smooth. Here we go. Watch out. Let's go. Great. 36.
Now Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 44-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Room here to run. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Whoa. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Quit talking about it and bring it. Say it. Hey, dude. Watch the whip. Hey, goal. Down goal. Hey. No chance.
Now Doug Marrone, with a play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Check. Watch 54. Now run. Yeah. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Good track. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Deuce. Purple 64. Come on, switch it. Kill. Check 3. Hey, watch the edge. Watch the motion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Check 31.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. Dancing to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Push him back. Push him back. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. So we got man.
Under. Ready, hit. Here goes.
Foles. And he's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. It's a quarterback sneak, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, first and goal.
Switch gears.
Splat.
No.
They'll try and sneak it here. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they come up now second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Let's go. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59.
Curl.
3 buds.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 34-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
You got motion man right there. Check safety. Wide, get wide.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Mike 5-4. Hey, tight.
1.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike, check. 59.
Great.
On the run, it's Fournette. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
180.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jaguars.
Check motion. Check 59, Mike is 50.
Hey, solid one.
Fournette. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 5'9. Hey, watch the slip.
Hey, silver.
This is Fournette. And that, not a sight you want to see. Leonard Fournette very slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Check 59. All day, punt. We got it. Kill.
Kick.
Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 24.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Rolling to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded just inside the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. Now Fournette. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's Newton. And the right side caught Hogan. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where that came from.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Newton throwing again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Your trip is here.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Rush in. Rush in. He's checking. Crash.
Silence.
Let's go.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin with a run by Fournette, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Danny. Jack!
Hayden Cole.
Check nickel. Shed. You
12.
You got tight right there. Check it.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
180. 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Staying open. Tighten up.
Yes.
Watch the twist.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Hey, Wahoo! Go with 5-3!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready?
To go!
They'll try and throw for it here. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Set. 180. 44. Oh, you got deep? He's crashing. He's cheap.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Spins away. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the 22, Newton, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Newton to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Newton now to throw. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll run with Fournette, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's go.
Again, it's Fournette. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here's Foles. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves us.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
180. Great.
Check three.
Go.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, Caden.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get this down only to the 18. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Watch that end, tight end's right. Tight end's right. Watch the shit.
Under.
Back to throw again. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On the ground, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
What we got?
Newton on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 37.
On 3rd down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the 1st down. But in this case, he turned it into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it.
That's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Ready? Check. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Ready?
Here's McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it, baby.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Newton. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hayden Cole.
Hey, Foxtrot. Let's go, defense.
13. Here we go.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles bringing it in. Jackson left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
54.
Flat.
Check. Watch 54.
To throw again on 2nd down. Foles. Throw left side complete. It's Jackson. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
Hey, Haywood.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, let's get them home. Mike spot.
Great.
Mike spot 4.
Hey, seam 6.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Under.
Watch safety green.
Now Foles. Buying time to his left. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just win a ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit. Mike spot 4. Watch the run.
13.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Get ready. Check three, check three, check three. He's coming. Double up, double up.
2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hey, Orbit. Mike's 54. Hey, defense. Hey, defense, let's go. Hey, what we got? What we got? Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4. Mike's 5'4.
Hey, let's go. Great.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 75 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
We play to win. Let's go.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
McCaffrey. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.